What is up, everyone? I am outside of Union Station in Kansas City. Union Station, for those of you who don't know, there's a chance that this place will look familiar to you. So I'm going to forgive the loud music. We're here to appreciate the architecture and there was a gotta be kidding me. So imagine this architecture at night and a drone being flown from the top of that hill up there. This is the intro to Life After People. What if every person on Earth just disappeared and you see Union Station go dark? And with places that I have been here in Kansas City, I'm gonna say I have my theories as to why Union Station here was used as a backdrop for Life After People. So, as we know, one of the places that I went during my time here was the Steamboat Arabia Museum. At the Steamboat Arabia Museum, well, that's a place that the crew that made Life After People had to go to do interviews for their show, obviously, because it's like, hey, we want to interview the people who run the Steamboat Arabia Museum, and oh, we happen to be in Kansas City. Union Station looks pretty cool. Let's use it for our establishing shot of cities around the world going dark. That's probably how it happened. But yes, we are at the site of the Life After People intro, where it's like, what if every human on Earth just disappeared? I will say on the inside it's pretty touristy. There's like a planetarium, there's several restaurants. And of course we've got some Chiefs flags over here. Here might be our best view of the architecture. And again, forgive the noise. I'm sure that it wasn't exactly intended that around this time it would be a queer Life After People fan coming to visit the location of an establishing shot that would be heading to Union Station. They're suspecting it'll be Chiefs fans for tomorrow with the parade. But let's take a look inside of the building. I'm gonna go ahead and put my mask on. So once we get inside of the building, we've got a pretty impressive atrium in here. About what you'd expect for a historic train station. Got Mickey Mouse here. Doing my best not to get people in the shots. I am doing my best. I will endorse this Parisi Cafe place. They have really good avocado toast. And I mean, I go to the Overland Park location from time to time. It's very good. Now, because of the Super Bowl stuff this room is not an area I can just go back to right now, but like, you can appreciate the architecture of a historic train station. You can see they've still got the old banner that doesn't have the back-to-back. It's nice to have a break from that blasting music outside, but you know, you've got to, like, I mean, as a Life After People fan, I've got to show you the outside of the building, because that's the establishing shot from Life After People. As you can see, we've got a few restaurants in here. Like, this place is an attraction outside of being a train station. You can see some historic stuff. Some historic plates here. Pretty neat. Plates and glassware like what we saw in the Steamboat Arabia Museum. Like I mean, there's only so much that I can show off just as a thing. Like, I should have come here sooner than I did, so that there wasn't all the Chiefs stuff in the way of. Oh, hi, Plush Time TV. So if you watch this live from the beginning, you will see the outside of Union Station, which I'll probably go back to. Yes, there is a lot of Chiefs stuff here, because this is going to be the site of their parade. I wanted to get here before that, because actually the reason I'm here is I found out very recently that this place, Union Station, is the home to an establishing shot from Life After People that is used in most of their episodes. So having that show been such a huge part of my childhood, it's just Union Station was unknowingly a huge part of my childhood. So like I didn't realize until I was on the Life After People wiki and like looking more at the Steamboat Arabia Museum, which I have videos of on here, but it had a link to Kansas City, and I'm like, what did Life After People cover specifically in Kansas City besides the Steamboat Arabia Museum? And then it was like, Kansas City is the city that it has as the establishing shot with Union Station. So I'm like, oh, in that case, I've got to go to Union Station. And, like, I mean, it is pretty cool seeing all the old stuff that they have here. Yeah, I really wanted to make sure that I got here before the parade, because, like, I mean, I'm working most of the week, and I'm going to be like I'm working most of the weekend. Well, I'm going to be going to the Katy Trail as something. So when I found out that this was the site of the intro from Life After People, I was like, Well, I can't not go now. You can see some of the old stuff here. For the railway mail. There's actually a chance my great-grandfather could have done that, because I know that he was actually a mail clerk on the MKT line that became the Katy Trail that I'm going to be biking a portion of. So, like, I mean, that's not something I'm putting a ton of stock in, but it's like, you know, hey, it's interesting. Ooh, an SS Kresge. I will definitely have to look if those signs are at a plaza here. I really like that plate that they have down there for Union Station. But yeah, Union Station is an attraction all its own. So you can see there's a post office there. I'm having issues with the postal service, actually, because I've got a couple $1,000s of checks lost in the mail. Oh, hi, GRM Adventures. Yeah, and something that's interesting about Union Station that I mentioned earlier, and I'll keep mentioning, is that this was the site of, like, for urban explorers. You may be familiar with a show called Life After People that was about, hey, what would happen if every person just disappeared? And you actually see notable sites. Union Station here was featured in pretty much every episode of Life After People as an establishing shot of, hey, what would happen if every single human on Earth disappeared? Union Station is the building that you see going dark. Yes, there's Worlds of Fun, but they didn't do any sort of Winterfest or anything. I did go to a family entertainment complex that was called Power Play, and they had a little roller coaster there. I also went to the site of Fairyland Park and found footers from the Wildcat. So yes, there are some theme parks in Kansas City, and also right next to where I work actually was the site of a proposed so here's the planetarium. I don't have tickets, but right next to where I work was the proposed site of a theme park that was supposedly as ambitious as Disney with its level of theming. It was a Wizard of Oz theme park. It was on the site, the proposed spot was the site of what is now the Kansas Speedway. So, like, I mean, there's a surprising amount of theme park history and that involves Kansas City that you would not expect. And, like, I mean, now it's just, hey, you've got Worlds of Fun, a lower tier, I guess I should say Six Flags Park with the merger. Well, I mean, there was a place that was technically an FEC in Maryland that I went to before I started my contract at Hershey called Adventure Park USA. So like I have videos from there, but I'm gonna again show the outside because I know we have new viewers here, so I'm going to again show footage of the outside of the building that was an establishing shot from Life After People. Highly recommend that show if you haven't seen it, because for the urban exploring community, it's like... Plus, it visits locations like Centralia, like the Steamboat Arabia Museum, that, like, I mean, that I knew about because of that show. So, here's the outside of the building. And, by the way, I did get a dashboard thing, so I can live stream and drive now. So, like, I got a new phone case, but, like, here is the outside of the building. And imagine, if you will, all of the Chiefs stuff was gone, all of the events stuff was gone, and someone was up on that hill with a drone. And imagine it's night. You've got the establishing shot from pretty much every Life After People episode, where it's like, what would happen if every single human on Earth disappeared? And as it says the word disappeared, you see Union Station go dark. Funny Gantz, I will have to look that place up. Because that's something that, like for example, if I end up going back to Hershey in the fall, then I'll probably be able to make that a stop. We've got a leafy wreath out here. It's a lot quieter than it was the last time I was out here, which this is better photography anyway than when I was previously out here, just because of the fact that the music isn't so damn loud. But I will say one negative about this place is that, hey, it's in a city that's famous for having a lot of parking lots. Parking isn't free here. And on top of that, it's like there isn't any free 2-hour parking that's within walking distance. Like, I mean, I had to ask a ballet studio and they said, yeah, we're not gonna care if you're parked here for a couple hours. Oh. Of course. Because everything has to become an Amazon facility. Everything. Like, I mean, I know there was I'm trying to remember the name of the park. I think it was Blue Diamond in Delaware that I know was abandoned, and you can still see the rides on Google Maps, but, like, I mean, I know someone went there recently and showed off that most of the property is now an Amazon facility. It's like everything's becoming Amazon facilities, and that sucks. So now that I've shown off the outside of the building where the establishing shot from Life After People was done, I'm gonna go back inside and here's another look at our grand atrium. And like I said, I heavily endorse this Parisi Cafe. And we've got a really cool looking clock up there. And this party room looks like they still have trees up. But yeah, like, I mean, it's really impressive to see just how much history is still here in this building, with the marble floors, the grand atrium, being able to see what was a famous establishing shot from Life After People. Like, I mean, it's one of those things that you've just got to do as a Life After People fan, is come to Union Station. Like, I mean, this should be as high on the list for Life After People fans as Centralia or the Steamboat Arabia Museum, which are places that I've been that were featured as hypothesis locations, basically. But, oh, before I end this live, it's like, what's all this doing? And it looks like we've got Amtrak entrance here. Let's see what, if any, history we can see back here. Can see from when there was a flood that they had to do some restoration efforts, because this building was in poor condition for a while, I know. Kansas City Zephyr. We know of a train called Zephyr and a coaster called Zephyr. The train's at Dorney in Allentown, which I imagine the coaster in New Orleans was named after, and then of course Mega Zeph was named after the Zephyr. But as you can see, this part of the building looks less historic than the others. You've got still some woodwork, but whoa. I'm going down the stairs to a walled off floor. And I just stepped on the floor on the far side. Looking for a delivery or something. I'm carrying my phone. This has to be one of the all-time greats. Yeah, I have to. I'm going to keep referencing how the ESPN guys called DJ Myers for all of time. Like pretty much every video where I'm inside of a building, I'm going to talk about how I'm stepping on the floor on the far side looking for a delivery. But yeah, like, this has been a pretty good look at Union Station here in Kansas City. I will have more content from this location, i.e. I'm going to edit together a short that has the Life After People intro and then shows me at Union Station, so that I can basically show the shot from their opening for comparison, so that, hey, everyone can know where this Life After People spot that appeared in every episode is. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end this live here, and I'll see you when I have my short edited.